Hi everyone, we are Group 2 presenting Betty Neuman Nursing Theory. Our group members are Esel Jimeno, Ludmila Gonzalez Pina, Ibalegbe Hilare, Samantha Rivas, Grace Tekekara Abraham. Our theorist is Dr. Betty Neuman. Her professional history: she had a PhD in Pacific Western University, Los Angeles, California, in clinical psychology in 1985. UCLA faculty developed the first community mental health program for graduate students in LA area in 1967 to 1973. MSN UCLA in 1966, BSN UCLA dual majors, mental health and public health in 1957. She had her RN diploma, cadet nurse program in Akron, Ohio, 1947. Her honorary doctorates: Honorary Doctorate of Science, Grand Valley State University, Michigan in 1998. Honorary Doctorate of Letters, Neuman College, Aston, PA in 1992. Honorary Member of the Fellowship of the American Academy of Nursing in 1993. Her current positions are as follows: Independent Curriculum Consultant in Nursing, Private Practice, Health Consultant, Author, Lecturer, Instructor, Individual and Family Counselor, Founder and member of the Neuman Systems Model Trustee Group Incorporated in 1988. Her accomplishments were: for the past 40 years, Dr. Betty Neuman has worked extensively advancing the Neuman Systems Model through her work as an educator, author, health consultant, presenter, and through writing and consultation with nursing educators, practitioners, administrators, and researchers of local, national, and international forums. Personal variables: her client perceived as an individual, family, group, and community. Each layer or concentric circle of the Neuman model is made up of the 5 person variables. Ideally, each of the person variables should be considered simultaneously and comprehensively. Number 1 is physiological. It refers to the physiochemical structure and function of the body. Second one is psychological. It refers to the mental process and emotions. Third one is sociocultural. It refers to the relationship and social cultural expectations and activities. Fourth one is developmental. It refers to those processes related to development over the lifespan. And spiritual refers to the influence of spiritual beliefs. The Neuman system model looks at the impact of stressors on health and address stress and the reduction of stress. According to Neuman, stressors can affect the client positively or negatively. In intrapersonal, it occurs within a person. Interpersonal occur between individuals, and extrapersonal, it occurs outside the personal. Central core. It consists of basic survival factors such as temperature range, genetic structure, response pattern, organ strength or weakness, and ego. The central core is protected by, first one is flexible line of defense. It forms the outer boundary of the defined client system. It prevents stressor invasion of the client system, and it acts as a buffer system for client's normal line of defense. Normal line of defense. The client's normal wellness level. It defines the stability and integrity of the client system, the standard against determining any variance from wellness. Lines of resistance. It protects the basic structure and become activated when environmental stressors invade normal line of defense. For example, activation of the immune system. Illness. It is a state of insufficiency with disrupting needs unsatisfied. Reconstitution. It is the increase in energy that occurs in relation to the degree of reaction to the stressor. Prevention as intervention. Primary prevention. It is the protection of the normal line of defense. Secondary prevention. It is the reduction of reaction of stressor and increasing resistance to prevent damage to the central core. Tertiary prevention. It focuses on readaptation and stability. So in our application of Betty Neuman's nursing theory, for our case scenario, Mrs. Jackson, 35 years old, is currently working as a personal support worker in a long-term care homes in Toronto, Canada. She is raising her two teenage sons, Barry, 14 years old, and Leo, 12, by herself when her husband died 5 years ago from a car crash. Her work requires physical and mental endurance. She oftentimes worked overtime to support the family's financial needs. She often goes home physically and mentally exhausted and does not have enough time to take care of the household and the needs of the children. She is experiencing too much stress from work and home. To cope up with the stress, she turned to food to relieve stress. She started eating unhealthy foods and has an unbalanced diet and was deprived from sleep and rest. She has a family history of hypertension and diabetes, both on her father's side. Her recent visit to the clinic diagnosed her to have type 2 diabetes. For physiological variables, she presents to the clinic with blurred vision, fatigue, increased thirst, and unexplained weight loss. Eating unbalanced diet and unhealthy lifestyle resulted her to develop type 2 diabetes. She also had a family history of hypertension and diabetes. For psychological variables, she is solely raising her children to support their needs when her husband died 5 years ago. She has 2 teenage children living with her. For socio-cultural variables, she does not have time to go out and meet her friends and relatives. She oftentimes indulges herself to work to support family. Developmental variables, she thought of going to school to become RPN, but lost interest due to family's current situation. Spiritual variables, she is a Christian and believes in God but does not go to church.
Starting January 1st.
Flexible lines of defense. Her unhealthy diet, lack of sleep and rest, workloads, and the amount of stress that she is experiencing disrupts her line of defense.